Hello YouTubers and people of the TVR Creators Universe, thank you so much for joining us here on today's podcast. And on today's show I will be giving you lots of great ideas on creating your videos, so do not go anywhere.
You're going to get value from this video.
So let's crack on straight with this. So just thinking about ideas then, you want to think about the best way to come up with ideas. And the obvious thing is you're here because you're thinking, I've made some great videos over the last few weeks or last few months, but you know what, Dave? I'm just sort of running out. So perhaps I'm, hitting a bit of a sort of a mental block, or perhaps just thinking I'm not sure what direction to go in next. And so I'm here today, I'm just going to show you a few things that may help you. So I've came up with a really cool list for you guys, and we're going to work through that today. And I just want to come across and show you guys some great things that may help. So the first thing you're going to think about then is think of new things to talk about. You might think, okay, well that's what I'm here for, but it sounds silly. So say if you're a gaming channel, you might perhaps go on a different platform. You might want to think, right, I want to start a new topic on a new game. So you might think, right, and perhaps you could turn that into a playlist. You could perhaps make a new series, and that's something to really bear in mind. So, that could help you along the way. If you want a different topic, perhaps you could do a review on something. If you're a musician, you could, string up some sort of, do a cover of your favourite band or different bands like that, do a playlist around that. That's always a good thing. If you're a cooking channel, which I know some of you are, perhaps you could come up with, think about, my favourite foods or things that you might want to search in and stuff like that. So you might think, my favourite food is homemade pizza, but I've not done that. So perhaps you can make a video about that. So it's quite amazing what you can think about. And another thing you can think about is what sort of things do you search when you go on YouTube? And as silly as that might sound, it's, you're constantly thinking, how can I think of new ideas, things to think about? And so maybe, just jot down some ideas. And it's amazing how, just a small idea can explode into a bigger one. But I would definitely say make a series. So if you make a series, going back to gaming again, if you make a series about a particular game, you could do a playlist series or review on lots of different shooters or strategy games. That will give you at least 3 or 4, 10, 20, it'll give you a good few videos, and that will keep you busy the next few weeks. And then while you're thinking of that, you could think of other ideas that could boost your channel, and perhaps you could drop occasional videos to boost up views, get more engagement, and see what works. Another thing I would say, that sort of goes hand in hand with this, is think about what's working. So for example, at the moment I'm doing video editing tutorials for beginners, and I didn't think personally that perhaps, I didn't think my viewers would be, or you guys would be particularly interested. Maybe you might just think, I'm not, but I was quite surprised how many of you was actually quite engaged, asked some cool questions. I got more views on some of them, so it made me think, okay, so I turned it into a series, and now it's going to be like a 4-part series, and the next episode is going to be this Tuesday, so look out for that.
So if you're getting value from this video and you're enjoying the content, please give us a like and a share and subscribe to this channel.
Alright, so what I would definitely say then, as something else you can think about, is perhaps locations. It sounds silly, but just bear that in mind. You might be doing what they call head videos, which is what I'm doing at the minute, which is sort of looking at a camera with just a basic backdrop, and and that's something that all of us can do and sort of bear in mind. But think of different locations. You may notice from time to time I go out and about. I might go to a woods somewhere, or a street, or a different town, or to one of my favourite locations, and it just sort of breaks it up, makes it more interesting for the audience, and you might get an idea from that. So perhaps if you're talking, so going back to gaming again, just because it's easier, if you're perhaps talking about an adventure game and you want to sort of maybe show some clips of it or some photos of it, you could perhaps have you walking through fields somewhere or wood or something, and that might make it more engaging. Well, it'll make it more engaging for you guys, and make it more engaging for your viewers, and it'll make it more fun for you, and you might get a new sort of fresh feeling for your content and your channel, and think, I quite like this. And perhaps you could go to different locations. If you're maybe talking about, like, some sort of strategy game, you can maybe go to some old village with stone buildings in the background. It just might make it a bit more interesting. If you're a musician, and you're doing your normal sort of you know, in your bedroom or in your studio videos, you might want to occasionally break it up. I have seen this before with a couple of people I follow. They might occasionally go to a different location. You know, it makes it more fun for them, so they might put more energy into that particular song. It makes it more engaging for your viewers, and that's something to bear in mind. So, you know, that's something else to think about. And you might think, well, where's the idea come from that? Well, from that, you might think, actually, you know, this could give you a whole new idea on a new playlist idea, perhaps a new idea for video. It's amazing how just changing it up a bit makes a big difference and can sort of spawn ideas from nowhere. So it's amazing how that could come across. Another thing I'd say would be change it up on your camera setup. Maybe use a different camera just to change it for yourself. Use different setup. Maybe be a bit closer, be a bit further away. Maybe go to a different room. Maybe go in your garden. If you haven't got a garden, maybe, you know, go in your garage, or just, you know, think about that as well. Another idea I would say, and just sort of help with engagement, is maybe change your backdrop from time to time. You may notice that sometimes I have cameras in the background that people occasionally will inbox me, go, oh cool, what camera's that? And it, you know, start a conversation, get engagement. So those little subtle things make a big difference because people tend to notice things like that. If you've got something funny in the background, I don't know, you might have a funny hat or something like that. It's amazing again how people sort of, you know, think, oh, that's cool, and stuff like that. And again, you're thinking, well, where's the idea? Well, you know, it's again, it sparks engagement, which then might give you ideas to further videos, and that's something else to bear in mind.
You're going to get value from this video.
So another thing I would say, sort of going on from that, is if you're really stuck for ideas and perhaps you've done all this recently and you're thinking, okay, Dave, I've sort of been doing that anyway. Another thing that you might not have thought about, or perhaps if you have, thumbs up to you, is go onto YouTube, as silly as it sounds, and just type in something that interests you, or, you know, what's the topics around your channel. So obviously you're a musician, certain songs, if you're a gamer, certain games, and just see what comes up. Now don't tap search or enter if you're on a computer, and just see what the top 10 searches are. And YouTube will give you not just random searches of anything, but it will actually give you a list of what people are actually typing in. And this is probably really important to think about, because you want to think, you know, you want videos that people are actually searching for. So you don't just make videos that, you know, just that you want to make. If you know, just having fun and just doing it for the hell of it, that's fine. But if you want more engagement, more views, you want to grow your channel, you've got to make videos for your viewers and what people are actually searching for. Otherwise, there's literally no point. I know that sounds a bit brutal, but it is the truth. So anyway, so if you're typing in the search bar, say, I don't know, your favourite game, and it will come up with your favourite game plus gameplay. It may come up with your favourite game plus review, favourite game, top tips, favourite game, you know, the character within the game. And you'll notice this, and straight away you've got 10 ideas for videos, just like that. So just that's another little simple tip that's a really cool thing to think about. And another thing I would definitely use within this sort of getting the ideas going and ideas flowing is go on to a thing called Google Trends on Google and type in what you want to make a video about once you've got that idea, and it will actually tell you if people are even bothering with that topic at the moment. It may say, well, a week ago everybody was really into that game, but this week no one cares. So you might leave it, you know, and maybe type in something else. And if you can see it's got quite a high search rate at the moment, you think, right, this might be the time to post this video, make this video. So another thing to bear in mind. Another thing I'll definitely say, I appreciate I've sort of said it anyway, but I'm going to say again, is really make series, think playlists, because it's really important to have something that's, you know, continuity. It's you know, you're making a series of whatever topic that you're talking about, and it's really important to, you know, and within those videos have end cards, links in the descriptions, a pinned comment within your comments, and it's really, really important to do all these little things, because then it will keep people on your channel. You'll get more engagement, more views, and possibly, you know, you'll get more fans and subscribers, and this is all part of growing your channel, so bear this in mind as well.
You're going to get value from this video.
Okay, right, this is something that's ultimately important that I just want to get into. And the silly it sounds, it's on my little list here, is bring value. Now I know, I say this in probably all my videos, but it is so true. bring value to your audience. Think, you know what, I'm going to bring value to my audience today. I'm going to bring value to my viewers. And think about, you know, what sort of things that you enjoy and what your viewers, and try to think about what's working on your channel. So that's obviously what your viewers are engaging, and how you could perhaps make more of them. So going back, making more, it's all sort of interlinked. So making more sort of series and playlists, and really bring value. Think, is this video actually going to bring either entertainment, or is it going to bring, you know, new knowledge to people? Are people going to learn or get anything from it? If they're not either entertained or learning from it, there's probably no point in that video unless you're just making it for fun. So I would highly recommend really think about, am I bringing value to my audience? And I would say, if you don't take anything else from today's video, really hone that in playlists and bringing value to your audience, because it's so key, and it's so true. Another thing I would say, might sound silly, but I would definitely say, enjoy what you're doing. Have fun in your videos, you know, and think of ideas. And another way you could get ideas is by asking family and friends, maybe other content creators, people you're connected to on other social media platforms. It's amazing how ideas can spark up. If you really are lost and you've tried all these things, you could perhaps just, you know, if you're on Twitter, for example, you could just say any video ideas to do with my channel, and you'll be quite surprised how many people might inbox you and go, oh yeah, why don't you make a video about this or a video about that? And it's quite amazing how these things can sort of flow and sort of move forward. So it's, you know, bear all this in mind, and I'm hoping that some of these things are helpful. Now, something I just want to show you now is a video that I did a couple of weeks ago, and that some of you guys really enjoyed. But if you haven't already seen it, I really want to show you now. It's an interview with me about why I love being a content creator, and why you should not give up, and why I love doing this. So I hope you enjoy it, and it's only about 3 minutes, so have a watch and see what you think.
Interview with a content creator. Does this look alright? Yeah? Yeah, okay, cool. Why do I like being a content creator? Well, it's a complex yet easy thing to answer. I love being a content creator, as silly as that might sound. I love it. I love the community. I love the, you know, like I said, the community around it. I love feeling it's a place where you can self-express yourself. It's an art form. You can connect with other creative people. It's a place where you can encourage each other, which is brilliant. You can do something that brings value to other people. I know I joke about that a lot, but it's, you know, it's one of them. I love all the gear, you know, all the, like, the cameras and the microphones and the editing, and as frustrating as editing can be, since I've had a new program, it's made it much simpler. I love feeling like I love feeling like I'm bringing value to people. I really do love that. I love the fact that I'm doing something useful and productive, while being creative at the same time. I feel like, you know, especially in the last few months, I feel like I've really pushed this platform, and I can plan to continue to do so. You know, my past films were a learning curve and a place of self-expression or dealing with real issues. You know, films like my dyslexia and real. I feel like the filmmaking and YouTube tips I'm making at the moment is also a place where I'm learning myself loads, while also teaching other people skills that I'm learning. Considering I've been doing this for sort of, I don't know, 15 plus years or whatever it is, I feel like I'm learning all the time. Even now, I'm learning new skills. I feel it's really important to learn new things. I think it's really important. But more importantly, I think it's important to have a hobby, something that's inspires you, perhaps a place where you inspire other people, but something that just gives you a place for you, where you can grow as a person and express yourself and do something creative but productive at the same time. I think it brings you more value to your life when you have a hobby or use a skill that you have, or learning new things. I think it's really important. comment below why you would like to be a content creator, or why you are a content creator and what you get from it, and what did you most like. Is it just a community? Is it connected with other creative people? Do you just like making videos? Do you like feeling productive? It'd be really interesting to see what you guys comment below. It'd be really, really cool to see. If you've got value from this, again, like, subscribe, click on the cards, watch more videos here on the platform and on the channel, and see you down the road, and you guys rock. So if you're getting value from this video and you're enjoying the content, please give us a like and a share and subscribe to this channel.
Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that little interview. I hope it maybe sort of hopefully it highlighted some things that you may be thinking personally, or think, you know what, that's me as well, I can relate to that. And if so, that is awesome. And I just want to go over just a few more things. I just want to say, do not give up. Do not give up. It's so easy to think, you know what, I can't do this anymore. It's too hard. I'm not getting the views I want. I'm not getting fast enough subscribers. And I'll be brutally honest with you. The last few days, I've had a similar feeling. I thought, you know, is it worth doing this? You know, am I ever going to get the views that I really want? You know, and my channel is growing all the time, but me being impatient, I want it to be better. I want it to be faster. I want even more people. I want even more engagement. And the truth is, it's a slow, long-term game. And you've got to think consistency. So don't try to do, you know, 8 million things at once. Just, you know, maybe just drop one video a week. Just doing consistency, and just think of different, you know, going back to those series and those playlists, and think, you know what, I can do this. You can do this. So just bear that in mind. You really can. You really, really can. So just have belief in yourself. Take your time. And if you get to a point where you think, oh, you know, I want to continue this, but I'm just struggling a minute, perhaps just take a week off. You know, until you've got millions of subscribers, it's not going to, you know, end the world if you maybe just, you know, take a break for a week, and then perhaps just think within that time, perhaps, you know, of a new ideas, or maybe a new direction you would take the channel, you know, within the genre that you're making it. So just bear all this stuff in mind. You really can do it. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. I just want to say a massive thank you. If you've got this far, brilliant. I hope you got value from it, as I say that a lot. Don't forget to check out the links in the description and the pinned comment to see more videos within my channel. And if there's any particular topics that I've not gone over, check the channel, see if I've already made a video. But if not, feel free to comment that below. Also, comment in the comment below. Feel free to comment. Say that 10 times fast. You know, how you get your ideas. What is it that, you know, inspires you to keep making videos? Where do you get your ideas and your enthusiasm from? Is it family and friends? Is it the content creators? Blah, you know, it'd just be interesting to see how you guys, you know, where your mind is there. Just be interesting to see. And give us a hashtag yes, I can't talk now, if you are passionate about making this long term. So that's also well. So anyway, thank you again so much for watching. If you want to find out what's going on with TVR creators, check out our Twitter feed. At any point, just type in TVR creators and you'll see it come straight up. Have a great day. Keep safe in this crazy time. And you know what? Have a great weekend. And you know